There was a woman that I met at our family support group, which is open to the community. So this was a woman who did not have a loved one at the Arbor, had a sister who was struggling with addiction, and so she came to the Arbor family support group just on a weekly basis, probably for about a year. Just a really sweet lady, very open and vulnerable, and she stopped coming, and I hadn't seen her maybe for 6 months to a year. And one day I went over to our admissions office because they had asked for help with a woman, and I walked over to our admissions office, and there was a woman there who I recognized, and it was this woman from the Arbor Family Support Group. She was admitting not her sister, but her husband to treatment. I was able to be there to support her probably on the scariest day of her life, getting her spouse into treatment, and not only getting him into treatment, but then walking her through probably the toughest 3 months of her life, watching her husband get sober and watching their, beautiful family become even bigger has probably been, again, one of those great gifts that we get to receive working in the field that we work in. It just really is an amazing, it's why we keep doing the work we do. One of the scariest things that a person can do is having to put a loved one into treatment. Having a loved one need to go to treatment is really scary. And at the Arbor, we recognize that. A lot of the employees at the Arbor have had to have that experience ourselves, and we honor that. And so we are always looking to asking the question, what more can we do for families at the Arbor? One of the first things that we do is within the first 48 hours, we're contacting families at the Arbor and introducing ourselves, introducing families to family services, introducing them to what the first 30 days of treatment looks like. When the family members enter their own journey of recovery, what that can look like is they may start their own process in therapy. They may start dealing with their own trauma through EMDR. They may go to Al-Anon, which could be really important. When their loved one gets out of treatment and they get back home, and they have a disagreement or they have conflict, the person who was in treatment might leave and go to a meeting, and the family member may call their sponsor, and then they come back and they both make amends. I mean, the process for resolving conflict in the home becomes a whole lot easier and a whole lot more beautiful. What we know is it takes an individual a year or two to stabilize in recovery. And when you add family to that, it takes families a year to 5 years to stabilize in recovery. When the family system is involved in their own recovery process, that time frame can get smaller. When the family system is not involved in the process, that time frame can get longer. We try to approach everything in the family service department with love and compassion, because there's so much fear connected to the work that we do and the families that come to us. We really try to bring the spirit of love and compassion into the work that we do with the families that we work with.